This is episode number 6. Yes, episode number 6 of the OverDubs podcast. I am Austin Kadoff, and with me today is Mr. Johan Pedersen. How's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
Hanging in there. For those of you listening, I've never actually met this guy before. We became friends through a Guns N' Roses fan forum.
It's the magic of the internet.
You want to talk about some tunes?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
let's
For
talk about some
sure I
tunes.
do. Yeah.
What are you listening to lately?
I've been, for some reason, like this last month or so, I think it may have to do with like the weather and stuff, because it's been pretty like summery weather over here.
Right.
A lot of like, at least, I guess mid to high 70s in the Fahrenheit scale. So there's been a lot of like late 2000s pop punk for me. So like I guess sort of Paramore, um, All Time Low. I've also been listening a lot to like the latest. I don't know if you've heard it, like the latest Machine Gun Kelly record.
I have not,
But
no, but I know he went pop punk instead of rap.
yeah, it did, and like I guess I mean I have some sort of, I guess it's just nostalgia for to some extent. I mean I can recognize that it may not be like uh, the best musicians that play pop punk, but it's like it's really fun. It's fun and
No,
it's
it is. You ever listen to? There's a band called Phoenix.
no, I've
They
never
had
heard
a
of.
record called Wolfgang Amadeus, and it was actually. It's. I only say it because that's like pop punk, and it came out in I want to say like 2009, 2010. Like
Yeah,
that shit goes off.
that's the perfect pop punk era. Paramore released Brand New Eyes in 2009. I think that is one of my favorite records, um, and it's just yeah, a great time for pop punk.
Yeah, and that I
And
remember
also like
you.
yeah, sorry, but I just had to put it in there. It's
No,
like
go ahead.
for some reason, I don't know why, but there is some sort of pop punk revival thing going on with like I said earlier, like Machine Gun Kelly going pop punk, and like I'm seeing a bunch of, maybe this may just be like the algorithms that uh, are skewed towards me, but I see a lot of like pop punk covers of, I guess, other pop tunes that are popular right now. Like for example, the Olivia Rodrigo's what's Good for You.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one, there's a
yeah.
pop punk version of that, or like a pop punk cover. I guess they took the stems from her vocals and then added
Like all
the
the
typical
instrumental
pop
stuff.
punk
Yeah.
instrument. Yeah, and it's fucking bangs, man.
Dude, those punk bands, like the pop punk bands, know how to do their covers. So it's
Yeah,
like
for
insane.
sure.
Some of them, I'm like, I heard the cover first, and I thought that
Yeah,
the original pop song was the cover, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's good.
yeah, totally. And I'm usually have a hard time with bands, especially metal bands, doing covers of trendy songs. For some reason, it seems like a lot of um, like metalcore bands and stuff, at least a couple of years ago, tried to do that, and it never really worked out. But for some reason, it works really good with pop punk, and I guess it has to do with the pop part of pop punk, like
It's showing
the
you how
catchy
commercial
hooks.
it's getting, though. I
Exactly,
don't know
exactly.
about
I
I
guess.
don't know how rock radio is over in Sweden, but at least in the U.S., all of these fucking bands are doing covers now, like it's nothing. Like, yeah, we're just gonna put
Yeah,
covers out, and that's all I'd hear on the radio. It's like, it pisses me off.
like the Disturbed Sound of Silence cover. That's
That one gets a pass for me because that was really they put the effort in, and I they did really hustle it and overblow it, but it also just exploded. Like
I
that's a different level of cover. I'm talking like I'm pretty sure Nickelback covered a Don Henley song.
they probably did.
Yeah, he's got. Have you ever heard? He's got that one song, "Dirty Laundry."
I haven't heard it actually.
Okay, all right. Well, Nickelback fucking covered it, and it was just atrocious. And the original song wasn't that good to begin with, but yeah, Nickelback covered it. Avenged doing "Wish You Were Here."
Yeah, no,
So
that's a big no for me.
two of
Big
my
no for me.
two of my favorite bands covering that song. At least Avenged had the structure. You know, they
Yeah,
didn't do what
they
Guns
had
did and just we're gonna noodle over this for 5 minutes.
exactly. They actually had vocals on the tune, for example. That's a big one, especially like for "Wish You Were Here." I don't. This is my problem with JNR's "Wish You Were Here" cover. Okay, "Wish You Were Here" for me, the lyrics adds a lot to the song, and also like the vocal melody, everything. I
Well, if you've
think,
ever listened, look at who I'm talking to. When you listen to GNR bootlegs,
yeah,
not if, when you're listening to like, I've got the double shot. So the first night from Vegas, that
yeah.
audio, and the pro audio from the forum in 2017 as well, and you can hear people in the crowd singing. Like once Fortis starts playing the melody, you can hear the crowd singing. The
I get, and
vocal,
that's pretty cool.
yeah. Well, no, I was like building your point up because you said the vocal is like a huge part of it, and it's like such a huge part that even when they do this like fucking noodle you get people singing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think because I mean, if you're being honest, I love "Wish You Were Here." That record, the Pink Floyd "Wish You Were Here" record, is my favorite Pink Floyd record. Mostly for "Shine On Your Crazy Diamond," but yeah, it's a great record, great song. It's a very basic song though. It's like it's acoustic guitar, it's some lead guitar over the rhythm acoustic guitar, and then there's the vocals. And that's basically it.
Yeah.
So taking out one of, I
The
guess you
main
could
elements.
argue, yeah, one of the two main elements of the song. Just I don't know why, and also like it's Axel could sing that one. It's not. I mean, it's perfect
So
for
you
his
think
current
you can
register. Yeah.
tell?
Okay, maybe not. That's the problem. That's the problem. He could sing it with his lower voice, like his which is the lineman voice, the one he used with
Yeah.
that. If we would have used that voice
Or like what
for
he
"Wish You Were
uses
Here,"
on the chorus of Black Hole Sun. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
yeah, no, yeah, not that one.
Well, he did all right on the chorus of that one. It's just the verse where he tries to go
I
high, and it's like, just please sing it in your low voice. Nobody cares.
I think the problem with the chorus for me is the rain part. So the "Black Hole Sun, won't you come?" And then that's fine. That sounds good. That sounds really good. And then "Wash Away the Rain." That's where he loses me.
Rain.
Exactly. There's just
Okay, yeah.
something that's something's off. But I don't know. But also like "Let That Cover Die," maybe, I don't know. It's I mean, "Overstayed Its Welcome" is
I'll just say
such an understatement.
the only covers I'm okay with in their set are Live and Let Die and Heaven's Door, and at that point they have to play those anyway.
Yeah.
Wichita Lineman I'm fine with, and Layla, the jam before November 8. I'm fine with that. Other than that, just get rid of the fucking covers.
Yeah, I agree with
It's
you.
just
Did you mention Wichita Lineman?
yeah,
I don't know.
I really liked it though.
Yeah, me too. That was what I was gonna add. Like, I really enjoy their cover, "Wichita Lineman." I think it's one of the highlights of the set, to be honest. Which is a really unpopular opinion, but it is
Is
my
though
opinion.
because it's I don't know. It wasn't popular at first, but then they just quit changing the set and were like, oh, all right, something new. All right.
Yeah, yeah. But also, like speaking of GNR and covers, the weirdest one they did is the "I Feel Good" one, the James Brown cover. Why?
Like
I mean,
twice.
it
They did it
sounded
like
it
fucking
sounded
twice.
yeah, and it sounded. I guess it sounded okay. I mean, it was. But
I
I have so many
remember.
questions about that
I
one.
remember the Van. I want to say it was the Vancouver show. It was either or wait, yeah, no, it was because they debuted Wichita Lineman, and then they did "I Feel Good" after that. And
I think so
I
too.
was in
Yeah.
the show thread, and I commented. I was like, "Ooh, Wichita Lineman, that was actually kind of cool. Which song are they playing now?" And somebody quoted me and replied, "I feel good" with like a facepalm emoji.
That whole
Which is
2017
weird.
arena run. Yeah, that whole 2017 arena run was weird. Like in every single. First of all, why overall why tour arenas the year after you've been touring stadiums where when you have been in because it was in Europe. They were in Europe. Then they went
They
to
did
South Africa, right?
wait.
In
They were in
the fall.
No, that was
No, they
2018.
weren't. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 2018. I'm also
Oh,
thinking about the 2018 arena
20,
run.
2017.
Yeah,
17.
I'm getting my years mixed up
Yeah, no.
because 17 was the U.S. arena run, the first one, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
and during the summer.
17 was the first few months was like Japan and Australia and like Asia and all that,
Exactly.
and then Europe, and then the U.S. stadiums in the U.S. South America
Yeah.
for a couple of weeks, that non-existent Rock in Rio show, and um, and then U.S. arenas, and then back to
Yeah.
Europe. Oh, that 6 month stretch. The first like 6 months of 2018, that was horrible for the
Yeah.
Forum. That place went
Yeah, it
off the
was.
fucking rails.
And also then the Berlin show in 2018.
Dude, I set
Uh,
aside. I was so excited for that to start. I'm like, all right, maybe we're gonna get some new shit. You know, maybe they're gonna change it. And one, like, I had my whole afternoon set aside to like watch this show on a live stream, and we got Slither, which was fucking cool. I'll admit that. We got that, but Axel's voice, I was like, did I literally just set aside a whole afternoon to fucking watch this shit?
yeah. Yeah, I had the same. The same thing happened to me with the Rock and Rio show because that one was. I think it started at like
It was like,
5 a.m. In like my time, I
yeah.
think. Like it was. I remember going up like in the middle of the night, joining a Skype call with you and a couple of other guys from the forum.
No, I wasn't on
I
that one.
You wasn't on that one. I
No,
thought you
the
were. Okay.
Rock and Rio. No, I was. I was on an 8 hour. I had to close the gas station down that night,
Oh
so
damn. Yeah.
I was. We locked the doors at 11 p.m. and I remember having the live stream on at my register,
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
and they went on
Yeah.
late too. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a rarity for this tour, but anyway, I can just imagine being there. Like I don't even. Yeah. But anyway, we went. So like I went up in the middle of the night. I had also I had also been working late, like really late, and then like so I was dead tired, and then I think I stayed maybe until yeah I think it was during Rocket Queen. I was like nah I'm good, and then I just closed down. I didn't even watch the entire show. Like that's one of the only shows from the tour that I have been following, like where it was possible to follow the show that I haven't. Like even the weird Periscope ones in the beginning where they actually like streamed the entire show with like the worst quality
Yeah,
imaginable. But it was the entire show. Like I
it's like
watched those and
two
then
pixels.
yeah, exactly. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, but like the 2017 Rio show wasn't that like the first full pro shot we got?
Yeah, no, it
I
was the first
right?
full complete pro shot,
Yeah. Don't get me
and
started.
it doesn't exist. You just pretend that show didn't happen, and
I mean,
it didn't happen.
yeah.
How?
as far as I'm concerned, like
Which?
they haven't played Rock in Rio since '01.
Yeah. No, they just haven't.
I
But
mean,
how
the
many?
2011 show also
Yeah.
was
Which GNR shows have you seen
hmm,
in
let me see.
person?
I've seen five. Yeah, five. So Stockholm 2017 was my first one, which I thought was a really good show.
I thought you'd
At the
seen them
time,
before 2017.
no, I haven't because they so that's the thing. They haven't been over here. Like with New Guns, they were here twice.
Right.
Once in 2006. That's when Axel bit a security guard. And then by that time I was 7, so that was a no go. And then they played at a festival in 2010 on the other side of the country. Uh, and I was like 11, and I could not travel to the other side of the country to see a Guns N' Roses show, so I
Sure.
missed that one too. And then they wasn't they since like the first European leg of the Naughty's Lifetime tour was in 17. So that one I think it was like the 29th of June, 2017. That was the first one I saw. And then I saw them in twice in 2018 in Oslo and then in Gothenburg. So Oslo, Norway, Gothenburg, Sweden, and then in 2019 I was in the US, and that's when I saw the Louder Than Life show in Kentucky, as well as the Charlotte show. So that was like the first. The Charlotte show was the first real show of the leg, I guess. The Palladium show was 2 or 3 days before, I think.
Yeah, it would have been. Which that
And I
was.
think I think I missed Locomotive by like a show or two, which is a bummer.
Yeah, that Palladium show was actually that was fucking funny because I remember I was on that Skype call. It
Okay,
was you, me, and a couple other forum members from our
yeah,
little group chat there, and we were just sitting there till like 12 o'clock, 1 in the morning, my time.
yeah, yeah.
So like well into the early morning your time, waiting for this fucking show to start.
I actually think I had, if I don't remember incorrectly, I think I had lunch during the show.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
But
because it was an early lunch,
right.
but it wasn't like that early either. So yeah, I kind of missed that though, to be honest. I guess I'm saying this as someone that hasn't really been around when Axl was always late, and I'm not saying that he always should be late, but there's some excitement I find to when bands are late. Like if it's an hour or so. If we're starting to talk about like 5-6 hours late, then we have a
Yeah,
problem.
that's
But
excessive, and we have a problem. But like an hour, I've had it. I think even when I saw Hailstorm, I've seen Hailstorm 3 times.
yeah,
Um, one of the times, I think the first time I saw them, they were like half an hour late, and then
okay,
they came out and just absolutely fucking killed it.
yeah, yeah,
That's
and
that's the
that's the thing.
that's the exciting
No,
part.
go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they kill it, when they if they get on the stage like 40 to 90 minutes late, if they kill it when they get on stage, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
But if they get on stage like 2 hours late and then
they give a shit
give us
performance.
a Berlin 18 without Slither, then 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 it's not really doing anything for me, to be honest.
Yeah,
But I think I saw Bon Jovi in 2013,
right.
so that was like he was on his vocal decline, but it hadn't reached the levels it is at now. So it was still a really good
Is
show.
he that bad now? Because I haven't.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
just
it's
I have
it's
I have this weird bias against Bon Jovi.
okay.
So I haven't seen any. I haven't seen a single minute of the live performances from him or anything. Um, yeah.
I mean, I think he played Rio 17 as well. If you wanna,
Oh God.
you can have a double shot, so you can
I don't
watch
think either. I
Bon
don't think
Jovi
either.
17.
I don't think either Axel or Bonjo. I don't think either one of them holds a candle to Vince Neil's
No,
Rio.
probably not. At least,
Big
like
Mac
Vince
one.
Neil's. Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what I was gonna mention. He at least creates new lyrics. So that's something, I guess.
Big Mac 103 mile.
Oh, that clip is so good with a oh,
Yeah, the
legendary clip.
yeah. Plus, it was weird. At least Axel. This is a weird thing to bitch about, but at least Axel comes out in jeans and like a shirt and the flannel, and like, yeah, he probably should scale it back and not do all these fucking like just wear one thing throughout the whole show, you know. But
Yeah,
like in that clip, he had Vince Neil. He was wearing like this leather vest, and he was just like, I'm not knocking getting old or fat because I'm one of those things. I definitely am not old, but I am a little chunk. Like, but oh, this dude, like he was like, really big, and he was wearing a leather vest, and he was kind of spilling out, and I'm like, dude, you're like in your 50s.
yeah,
Put a fucking shirt on.
yeah, for sure. And
That
also
same
like
thing. I'm gonna extend that to Slash when he wears that shit too. Like, dude, put a fucking shirt on.
yeah,
Or
yeah, I
like,
agree. I
or if
totally
you
agree.
take your shirt off, like I don't care. It doesn't bother me that much, even especially if I'm at the show. But oh, I don't know.
I also think like if you're gonna go shirtless, then fucking embrace it, okay?
Yeah,
If Slash wants to go shirtless, sure. I probably wouldn't notice it as much
or
if he
care.
was. Yeah, exactly. If he was completely shirtless, but when he has like this vest on, it just
It like
it's not work. It doesn't work.
because you can see that uh, he's not immune to aging either. Well, he looks like he looks about 10 years older. Really, not 30
Yeah,
years older, but which is surprising considering what he did to his body. But flatlining 3 fucking times and you only look like you've aged about 10 years. Yeah, that lines up. But
yeah, but like I
why are
think
we talking about guitar players taking their shirts off?
yeah, no, we should definitely leave that one.
This
But
segment is for the ladies.
exactly. No, but I think like also like the problem with Vince Neil is like Vince Neil has never been good live. Like not even in his prime.
He wasn't.
He was not. I don't think he's been that good. Like it's not horrible. I mean, it's not like it's now. Not at all like it is now. But like he was a lot better in the studio than he was live. That's just my opinion. I've never liked his live vocals.
Oh no, I'd believe it. I I never liked his studio. I never liked Motley Crue to begin with. All right,
That's weird.
I
That's
was
weird.
for like about about a year, like 9 months to a year. I was into him, and it was pretty dope. But then I kind of grew past it. Not I'm not saying they're childish or only these types of people. Because they obviously have a big fan base, and you don't get that big of a fan base without being like objectively good at what you do. But
Yeah,
it just isn't my thing. That's And Vince Neil just seems like a fucking prick, but that's pretty rich coming from an Axl Rose fanboy. So
yeah, yeah. Uh, but
I can't
what
talk
what
too much
what
shit about.
records
I hate that because I
what
can't.
records do you listen?
Which records?
Yeah,
Shout at the
the model
Devil.
ones.
That's the only
Yeah,
one I listened to all the way through. Was Shout at the Devil.
that's the best one as well. So I guess I could. I was sort of expecting you to say girls, girls, girls because it's for some
See,
reason
I didn't
people
even
seem to
know that was a
gravitate to it.
Motley Crue record.
Okay,
I've never heard of that. I've heard the song. I'd never heard the record though.
yeah, it's the it's
And
it's the record with
I heard a couple of
it
tracks
has
on Theater of Pain, but other than that,
yeah. Theater of Pain is the worst one of the bunch, to be honest. So, uh, I because I was really into Motley Crue when I was younger, really into them. And what I've realized is that like Shout at the Devil is the best one. This is obviously my opinion.
Right.
Shout at the Devil is the best one, and then the like people seem to love Girls, Girls, Girls for some reason. I feel like the only three good songs on that one is the title track, Wild Side, and the ballad You're All I Need. Those three are solid. The rest is just feels like fillers. And also, there's like a live cover of Jailhouse Rock for some reason. I don't why.
Because, man, yeah, that one makes no sense to me.
Yeah, no, none at all actually. And then I guess Doctor Feelgood is probably my second favorite Motley record.
I
That
thought
one's
for half
very
a
good.
second I didn't hear Dr. Feelgood. I heard Dr. Philgood.
That
Can we do can we do a Dr. Phil Motley Crue cover album?
would be that would be something. Yeah, Doctor Feelgood. But also, like I guess they did this weird thing that a lot of bands, 80s bands did in the 90s, like release a sort of alternative Alice in Chains inspired heavier record in the mid to early to mid 90s. I don't know. Have you heard? I guess if you haven't heard, if you didn't know that Girls Goes Girls was the record, I'm guessing you haven't heard their self-titled record either.
With Kurabi?
Exactly.
No, I didn't listen to it, but I've heard very good things about it.
I like it. I like it. I haven't really. I listened to it a bit. I like what I hear. I haven't really like indulged in it, but it.
Right.
I like it. It's good. But it was a weird trend. Like Skid Row also released a weird, heavier record in the '90s called Subhuman Race,
Right.
and that's
That was a
it's
weird
okay.
one.
There's some track. Yeah, there's some tracks on it,
Slave
but
Slave
yeah,
to the Grind is like the best from Skid Row. Bar none.
yeah, def- definitely, definitely. There's not a well, there's no. I wouldn't say there's not a bad song on that one. Some like I guess I'm not really a fan of Psycho Love and Get the Fuck Out. I can live without those one. But
Right.
like every other track is great, between great and amazing. So like all ballads, all the ballads, like In a Darkened Room, Wasted Time,
Yeah.
Quicksand Jesus, they're all of them are really good. And then you have the face kicking title track. Monkey Business is great. Living on a Chain Gang opens with like the opening to Living on a Chain Gang with just like a drum hit and Bach's vocals. Fucking
Yeah.
amazing. Fucking
Dude, it
amazing.
was fucking amazing. What do you think? I only liked a couple of tracks off their self-titled one, the debut.
I, I was really into it when I was younger, like around the same time I was really into Motley Crue. Like I was really into the 80s hair scene, I guess.
Right.
Uh, so I like quite a bit of it. Uh, but I mean, Slave to the Grind is a lot better. But like, I feel that some tracks on the debut record, like I like Big Guns. I like obviously like Youth Gone Wild. I like Eight in Life. Midnight. Well, I guess it's Midnight slash Tornado, but like the midnight part of Midnight slash Tornado. Um,
I remember
I
you.
like them a lot. Not really a fan, to be honest.
Not a fan.
I feel it's pretentious is the wrong word.
Yeah. You feel
I
like they're
think
trying a
it's
little too hard there.
yeah,
That's fair.
definitely. Yeah, it feels a lot like a hit, like they knew it would be a hit, and I'm not really a fan of that one. There's although there is an I guess not technically unreleased because it was released on their like a greatest hits record a couple of years later. But there is a song from that era called Forever. Yeah, I don't know if you heard it. That's a great one.
Yeah, I'd never heard it.
It's a sort of I guess it's a it's a rocker. It's like a feel good rocker. It's the best way I can describe it. Sort of like it feels like a coming of age movie, but in a song format to some extent.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
good. It's good. I think you definitely should give it a listen. I
I
mean,
will.
it's very 80s, very 80s, very 80s. Um, so but I don't know. It's weird because I get the idea from you that you're not really that much into the whole hair metal.
I used to be. It's where I started.
Okay,
It's where I
okay,
started, and especially as of late, like within the last year and a half or so, because of my discovery of the EDM in the house and all that. So I'll get there, but and now I'm getting into like indie rock and kind of more obscure,
okay.
true, like I mean like truly indie, not oh we're indie, we have the indie like aesthetic, but we have like 15 million listeners on Spotify. No, not
So
that.
not like
Like
not
we
Arctic
have like
Monkeys.
no, not Arctic Monk. Everybody thinks they fit the aesthetic and they do the sound, but you just know they're like they have all this money at their disposal right now, and it's like no, I'm talking like
Yeah.
these not to be a fucking gatekeeper and one of those. Oh, I'm just like the ones that have like anywhere between about 60 and about 500,000 listeners,
Okay.
and like their top song only has like a couple million views. That kind of shit. Like those,
It
like
sounds
that one
sounds a lot
song.
to me.
Out like a
The
light.
one
That
you sent
song,
me.
the one I sent you the other night.
Yeah,
When I was like, I just really like the production on this and like that kind of sound.
it was really good song. Really,
Yeah, there's a
I think I
part
mentioned it
two.
to it. Oh, it is.
Listen, go like if you just go to their Spotify and there's part one. There's like the original. There's Out Like a Light, and then it goes right into part two, and it's
Okay.
the same rhythm and like key and chords and all that, but they play it completely differently, but the two flow right into each other.
Oh, sweet, sweet. I'll have to check that one out because I
Like I
really
didn't
like the.
notice. I was so
That's
spaced
great.
out. I was so spaced out. I didn't notice like, oh, we're in part two now. Oh, okay. Like why did it just change? The song's going on forever. And
Yeah,
there's part two.
great. I'll definitely have to check that one out because I really like. I think I really like the production quality. Like really good production on that one.
Yeah. No, it was. You could tell they didn't have a huge budget, but they still did like really good with it.
Yeah, and I think that's like bands. If you're starting out in a band, you're releasing your first record or single or stuff. I feel like getting getting the songs produced. I mean, it doesn't have to get produced like in a professional by a professional producer, but
Yeah.
having like the add, adding like
Making it sound
as much
as
energy.
professional as you can.
Yeah, exactly. As much energy as I'm writing the song on the production really makes night and day for like smaller bands. I think I know
Yeah.
there's this band that I listened to a lot when I was younger because like in the late 2000s to the early tens there was this like I think it's they call it the new wave of Swedish sleaze metal. I guess it's a really pretentious
That's an
name, but it's
interesting one.
yeah, it's basically 80s inspired rock,
Word.
but by I guess they're not current day anymore, but by then they were current day younger bands. And I was really into that when I was younger. And there was this one band that played that style, but they were from Scotland called Peep Show. And their debut record, well, no, it's not even their debut. I think it's their second record, but they were
Right.
not signed. They were never signed. So it was very DIY. Oh, and like I always thought that they were like a bigger band when I listened to it because when I was younger, I didn't know how many listeners they had on Spotify and stuff. I just listened to it because I liked it, and I was like, okay, this has some backing behind it because it sounds good. There's a lot of layers, a lot of and not overproduced, but there's like a lot of layers. It sounds good. The
Right.
very well thought out, arranged very well. And then like I was like looking at their like socials and their like Spotify a couple of weeks ago because I accidentally like heard one of their songs in an old playlist, and they had like, I guess their most played song had like 14,000 streams, like nothing. And I was
Jesus.
like, what? And then that really hammered home like, if you have the good production from the beginning, it's gonna it's gonna sound it's gonna sound professional, and that is like, even, I mean, obviously the whatever. Obviously, this may not have worked out for them, but I think that had more to do with how they sounded live than how how they sounded on the
Yeah,
record.
okay,
Because
well,
yeah,
you can put all of this shit into the record, but if you don't have it live,
exactly,
which is
exactly.
why
You gotta
I'm
have both.
like the electronic shit, that's the only one where I'm like okay with like make shit sound crazy, manipulate the fuck out of it, because performing live with that means DJing and you can just play it, but like that makes sense.
Exactly.
But like shit, like we'll go to like we'll even go to like Chinese and all that. It's
Yeah.
hard to make those songs sound good live because like look at how much shit went into it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Especially especially with Chinese. With I mean, there's so many layers in some of those songs, and like when you start listening to the stems of that one, of like any one of those
Yeah, there's
tracks,
like
and
an
it's like,
there's like an extras stem and all that shit at the end of
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there's always like all the shit that the weird shit that they layered, like the others kind of shit, like the weird sounds. Yeah, it's all in one track, and it's just like what? Like, I didn't even know that these were.
yeah. And you never notice them when you're like listening to it. I didn't really notice how like how many layers there are on that record until I started listening to the stems. Like I when I listened to it, I noticed that it was like, I don't want to say overproduced because I quite like the production on
Right.
that one as well, but
Very
it has
busy.
a lot of layers. Yeah, very busy. Yeah, and but when you start listening to like the stems, it's like what, like Chinese, the outro to Chinese. There's like 6 vocal layers.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
they're dude, it's ridiculous. And that, but then you get Axel trying to sing like the title track. You get Axel
Yeah,
trying to sing at the title track live. He can't. It doesn't sound the same because he's got like eight, yeah, like six different fucking vocal layers on it.
yeah, and also the problem with that is when they're playing like Sorry now live now, it's like they have his. I guess it was recorded in
Like they're
the early
raspy, like
2000s. Yeah,
not one goddamn thing like that. Yeah, like the backing.
yeah. So they have that as backing vocals live, which I'm fine with. But the problem is when he can sing remotely like that nowadays live, and he sings with his falsetto on top of that. It just
Nobody
doesn't.
knows you all. Not one goddamn thing. Oh.
It doesn't
That,
mesh. It
yeah.
really doesn't. Uh, yeah.
Uh, how did
But anyway, I feel. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't really gonna say anything. I was gonna continue to talk shit about the production of Chinese.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna mention the cuts, like the very noticeable cuts in
And
the
like
in
the
the
punch-ins.
tracks. Yeah, the punch-ins, exactly. That's what it's called. Yeah, the Jesus Christ. I mentioned this to you because when the leaks leaked uh,
This
in
leak is leaking.
2019. Yeah, exactly. In 2019, when you listen to the title track from that one, there he sings a different one line differently in the outro. So
Yeah, when they all
it's
reach
I
out for your help.
yeah, that one's in the leak. He sings, "If your ass were your head, you could tell." I think, which is, I can see why they changed that one. But the the problem is when you notice that and then listen to the album version, it's really obvious that they have just punched in that line, and it's also really obvious that it's recorded years later because his
Yeah.
vocal is It's really different. I don't know. Did you listen to that?
Yeah, I did. I listened for it, and it was very noticeable. So fuck you for pointing that out because I hadn't heard that
Yeah,
before. Um,
yeah. I can't. You can't unhear it. I swear you cannot. It's like there was a time. There's this low on the in the chorus. There was a time he adds
There was
some
a
really
long
really
time. There was a long
exactly
time.
those.
Like that fucking like deep. That's his lowest note actually.
Yeah, didn't notice it for like 6 years,
Yeah.
and then I heard it once, and now I can't unhear it.
I heard it from actually listened or I got the stems for There Was a Time and I isolated because I liked like the piano and the strings part in the verse in the second verse. Like I fucking love that. So
Yeah.
I wanted to isolate and just get that. And that was just like punched in there in that specific stem. So that was like
Okay.
kind of weird. Um
So that's added to the other stem on
well it's
on
yeah,
the
it's like in
yeah.
the yeah, it's not in his vocal track, it's in the like kind of others extras whatever stem.
Okay. Yeah, because I know a couple of years ago, Russ from the forum.
Yeah, I
I
just
guess
interviewed him on
yeah,
Friday. No, like Thursday night, Friday night, one of those two.
yeah, perfect because that makes this transition very 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 good because I remember back in like a bunch years ago, he did like a remix of Chinese with that whole stem just removed, and like I think the bass was higher in the mix as well, if I don't remember
Oh, dude, I
correctly.
completely forgot that he did his own mixes of that.
Right? And they were pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that I think because you're right because I don't think the lower vocal lines, I guess, I don't think they're on that one, which makes sense if they're on the one track you removed.
What's your favorite song on Chinese?
Better, I think. I
Uh,
would have to go with better.
it's Catcher.
Uh,
That's it for me. That's
yeah,
Catcher.
also a great one. Also a great one. I think. Do do you prefer the Brian May solo or the Bumblefoot one?
I like the final version that we got. I
Me
prefer
too.
that one, and it's for two reasons. One, we don't have the Brian May version in like album final release quality. And two, I just have so many like memories and emotions tied to the final version that
Yeah,
like I'm a little biased there. I did like though it's some of these I don't know if it was like the CDs or the production quality that was available in the late 90s 2000s whatever for demos and shit, but I kind of liked how there was a time in Catcher it seems like they were tuned down a little, if that makes sense.
yeah.
They
I
were
get what you
like
mean. Yeah,
yeah, they weren't the same pitch as the final versions we got.
yeah,
Like for Catcher, I liked it at the like the pitch that the demo was in. I think it might have only
yeah.
been like a whole. It might have only been another half a step down. I don't remember, but
Are you of the same opinion that Catcher and Atlas uh, are like really similar and really like I for some reason feel like they complement each other really well.
I came this close to like pulling up the file of Atlas I had, but then I remembered I'm going to be posting this, so I can't because I'll get in trouble.
I feel like they complement each other really.
But
If I
they
were
do,
to
they do
yeah,
though.
if I were to make like a version of an earlier version of Chinese,
Yeah, here, yeah,
those
let's
two
do
would
that.
have to be
Retrack,
after each other. Yeah.
retrack Chinese. You can use the locker leaks. You can use any leaks that
Okay.
have come out. Give me
Okay.
your track list.
Fuck. I think. Wait, I'm gonna have to pull out the leaks though to make this
Oh,
as good as possible. I
hear that,
think.
ladies? He's pulling out the leaks.
I think opening with. Wait. Okay. The important question.
Hold on, I have a little sidebar first. You should go.
Okay.
You should go on Tinder and just in your bio, right?
I
I have Guns N' Roses leaks.
have I have the 2019 Guns N' Roses leaks. I don't think may not be as successful
The
as I
little
would
thing
want
that
it to
tells you how
be.
many people swiped on it is 0.
Yeah, it's -4.
90 minus 99 plus.
Okay, but important question though.
Yeah.
Is 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 the retract version that we're doing now, should I, fuck, this is such a nerdy question. Oh my god.
No, go for it.
Can do it, am I limited to like if the record was released in '01, or can I, for example, can I have better on it?
No, you can. You can
Okay,
use literally anything and everything that came out of the Chinese era.
okay,
It
perfect.
still
Open it.
comes out. It still comes out in 2008.
Okay,
But you
okay,
can still use any material that we have from the Chinese era. But it still came out in
okay.
08.
I'm gonna have to go with Chinese as an opener, but I would have to use the an earlier version of Chinese, and a not as produced version. I guess
Yeah.
the one with Josh Freeze on drums.
Yeah.
That version from the leaks, the best one. I think it's the best version of that song.
Excuse me, actually, the one where the drums are down half a decibel.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's the one, of course. No, no, but like even with the "if you're asked for your head, you could tell" line, like I can take that.
The production's so good on it.
Yeah, the ideal version would be that, just that, like the early version, but with the new lyrics, I guess. But you
Yeah.
can't get everything, so I would have to go with that one as the opener. I would not have Shacklers on it at all. Because
That's fair. That Shacklers is kind of a weird one. I like it. I
uh,
dig it, but it's kind of weird.
yeah, I'm the same way. I'm never I listen to it. I guess I like it sort of, but it feels,
It's not the first one we'll reach for.
no, definitely not. So I would probably change Shacklers for maybe like for Hard School, to just go like
Yeah.
rocker to rocker.
No,
I
that's a good way to
think,
get. That's a good second song.
yeah, and then into Better, and then I would have the Blues. So earlier version of Street of Dreams.
Did you prefer like the 01 to the final version?
Yeah, I think I do. I actually
Word.
think I do. I no, I prefer the Rio 2001. Okay, never mind version.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, and then I think I would have to scrap If the World as well, to be honest, and just go move Catcher. No, have Atlas Shrugged instead of If the World,
All
and
right.
then Catcher right after it. Uh, the album version, and then into the album version of There Was a Time.
Mm-hmm.
Scrapped, because yeah,
Scraped.
scraped. Okay, scraped. Um, and then I would have, instead of scraped, I would have fucking, what's it called? State of Grace. Uh, and then I'd still have Riyadh and the Bedouins, I think.
You'd still keep.
And
You know what? That's
I like
interesting.
Riyadh. I've always liked Riyadh for some reason. Like everyone hates it,
I'm like,
but
all right.
I've
I'm
always
chill
liked
with
it.
it.
Yeah, I even like
I
the
wouldn't
album
say I
version.
like it, but I kind of like it. It's all right.
I prefer Riyadh to Shacklers.
That okay. All right.
Yeah, I know
Gloves
it's,
are coming off now.
yeah, it's the wrong opinion to have, but yeah, I prefer Riyadh to Shacklers, and Scrape for that matter.
What's
And
this
I guess to
red
If the
button?
World as well.
Oh, that's the hang up button. Okay. This episode's just over.
Yeah. And then I would have Sorry, but with the instrumental from the leaks and the vocals from the album,
All right.
because the fucking chorus is so much better in the instrumental leak. It's amazing.
I'll have to come
And
back. I'll have
then
to go back to that one because I listened
no,
to it
it's
like once and I wasn't into it, but I feel like I wasn't listening, like actually paying
dude, it's
attention to it.
the guitar in the chorus is really high in the mix, really distorted, and just like fucking. It's just like slap in the face. I really like that one.
Word.
And then I guess IRS and Madagascar, like they are. And then I guess This I Love and the leak version of Prostitute with. I think there's a
I
version with
preferred
Just
the
Fresh, right?
yeah, I preferred the final version of Prostitute as well.
Okay, okay, yeah, it's okay. You can have that opinion. It's
Yeah.
I
Only
won't.
only for the outro.
Yeah,
For the
I
outro
see,
version, the outro, yeah, like the last minute and a half of Prostitute.
but I kind of like the outro on the leaks as well. Like
I
it
didn't
has the
wait. I thought
same.
the leaks didn't have the outro.
No, it
Oh
has the
shit!
outro, but it's just not as. I guess it's not as produced, not as. It's a
It's
bit more stripped down, if I remember
yeah. No, that
correctly.
makes sense.
So that
I
would be my
that was a
ideal.
good.
Ideal,
That was a good. Prostitute was a good closer to that record though.
definitely, definitely.
Like I don't after.
Really cool. Also, like it doesn't sound like anything they've done before. It doesn't even sound
No,
like anything on Chinese.
no, it doesn't. Yeah, so I would do. I actually have. Shit. I actually have. I took some of the leaks in my phone and organized them into Chinese too.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I would do. I'm not reading off of this, but I have to reference all the leaks I have. So I'd do Hard School as an opener, actually. Or wait,
I can respect
State of
that.
Grace. State of Grace is the opener. My bad.
State of Grace is probably one of my favorite songs from the leaks, to be honest. It's
Oh,
so good.
dude. It aside from, I wish we had like actual vocals for the second half of the song, but
Yeah.
dude, that note, like when it goes to the outro, that scream, like right at the end that he does, like, oh my god, that's
It's
still,
crazy.
he goes like way up. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah, so I do that as the opener. Then into Hard School. Um, I would keep Better at 3.
I think, but by the way, Austin, I think your microphone is like buzzing a bit.
What about now?
You can edit this. You can edit this out. No, I think it's better now. Yeah, now it's good.
Is that good? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Word. Um.
Now it's not. Now it's not good anymore.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I know what it is. What about now?
Perfect.
Okay, my phone. I have a PreSonus audio interface, and my phone was like right near it, so I think there was like some interference.
Oh, damn.
It buzzes
So
when the phone gets close to it.
I think it started to buzz when you were talking about the high note from State of Grace. If you
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
edit stuff.
Excuse me. Yeah. No, it's just because the phone was near it, so I tossed my phone
Okay.
on the other side of the room. Um, to work from memory here. Yeah. So State of Grace is the opener. Then into Hard School. Keep Better at 3. I would move Street of Dreams. I'm going to move that elsewhere, but screws you up. Better at 3. Then Catcher at 4. Actually, put Catcher at
Yeah.
4. Then into Twat. I mean, there was a time. Oh, Force a Habit. That wasn't even a joke. Then into There Was a Time. Probably Atlas after that. Then Street of Dreams.
Important question. Street
Yeah,
of Dreams. Are we talking album version or leak version?
leak version, of course.
Perfect.
Album version, just it's all
That
only because of that lead at the beginning.
yeah,
For me, at
yeah.
least.
I think Street of Dreams is that's the one track that suffered the most from the production of that record.
Yeah, dude, it got so like compressed and like, and I have a thought on that in a minute on like live versions, and it's the dumbest fucking thing. But is that I'd probably keep. Let's see, dude, I love the piano ones. So like I'd keep This I Love Madagascar, Prostitutes at the end, and then the next few like are kind of out of order. I'd keep This I Love Madagascar and Perhaps.
Yeah, I forgot Perhaps on my damn. I forgot Perhaps. That's such a good song. I think just throw in Perhaps wherever in my record and it would be good.
Yeah, there like it took me so long to like assemble the list and go through the list there because I was like, well, for me I gotta think about how does the album flow too. Because I
Yeah,
remember people saying that was like a huge thing with Chinese. Like the last few tracks are just like really slow and like there's not much energy. Like I think
yeah, and I
you get IRS, but then you get This I Love 5 minutes into Madagascar. Or wait, Madagascar. Or wait, fuck. Yeah, I think
no,
it's.
it's
Go ahead.
I think it's IRS into Madagascar
Yeah,
into This I Love into Prostitute.
yeah. So that's like 16 minutes right there. The last 16 minutes are just like not at all energetic songs.
And I like that.
I mean, Madagascar kind of is.
Fucking Madagascar is such a good song.
Oh,
It's such a good song.
I was so when I saw them in Milwaukee in 27. Yeah, so the North America Arena run at the end of 2017. For one, I would also just once again like to brag because I have the opportunity that I got to see Prostitute live.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I was telling Russ that like I knew exactly where to start recording for Prostitute because I knew it was the same set. I didn't
Yeah.
care, so I had my camera out and ready and all that shit. And I was right. You can hear me at the beginning of the video just going, yes! But no, they played Madagascar at that show too. And it was in the encore. But I forgot that they had thrown it into the set. So I heard Dizzy playing the intro and I was like, oh shit, that's right. They're playing this, aren't they?
Yeah, I remember like because they played that at let me see. They didn't play it in 2017 in Stockholm. I don't think I think they
They didn't
debuted that
start. They
one
didn't debut that one till Philly
2018,
2017.
right?
2017.
Wasn't it? It wasn't
It
2017.
was
Fuck,
Philly. It was the first show of the North America Arena leg in 2017.
okay, yeah. Because yeah, I remember that because I remember being on the bus watching the live like a live clip of that one.
Yeah.
I think. By the way, my ignorance for Not in This Lifetime bootleg is really showing with my fucking dates and stuff. Like I'm all going all of memory from
No,
like
you're good.
some discussions a couple of years back, but because so they didn't play that one in Stockholm when I saw them, but I remember seeing it in Oslo
Mm-hmm.
in 2018, and like that fucking intro, like if you know, I guess to 99.4% of the audience, uh, it's just an intro, but like it's such a
it's
it's such a good fucking build
it's
up.
very elegant and like
Yeah,
it sets up the mood perfectly for the song.
definitely. Also, I think that has some of Axel's best lyrics, to be honest. Very
I think so.
underrated.
I was one of those people. I actually preferred the final version.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
My only complaint, if we could have the instrumental version we got from the Locker Leaks with Axl's like studio vocals on that. But no, because I didn't like the solo where they were sampling all this stuff. And I understand it was to like reinforce the message of the song and all that. Like, all right, fair enough. Not my first choice artistically if it was me, but fair enough. But I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm
I'm
like
with
this
you
because
to some
the
extent.
solo is fucking sick. The
But I
drum
also think
hits,
like that solo, it runs a bit too long
fair.
for not having anything going on. I think they had to cut it down by a couple of bars if they were to not have any samples. But I'm with you
That's fair.
that the samples are interesting in the beginning, but then it's like, you know,
Which
uh,
which show would you say is like the worst you've seen out of the 5 times you saw them? If I don't need a full ranking, but just like the worst one objectively.
yeah, I would have to say. I would have to say the last one I saw, the Louder Than Life show in Kentucky. Just for, I guess it was the first. So this says a lot about GNR. So uh, it was the fourth show
Mm-hmm.
in a row that I saw with them with pretty much the same set list. Like, I'm not talking, when I'm saying pretty much, I don't mean like a couple of songs here and there. I'm talking like a song's difference in the set list. And Axel was not at all on his one of his better days, and also like they were on late. It was really fucking hot at the
At the show,
festival, and
yeah.
yeah, and I'd been there since like 11 a.m. I watched the Pink Slips that day as well. That's weird that I actually saw the Pink Slips like as a Grace's band. But yeah,
There's a festival that, and don't quote me, I might have just misread this from the promotional emails I got, but Summerfest, which is also in Milwaukee, which is a city in was. You're not from here, so it's like 2.5 hours north of Chicago.
okay,
All right,
yeah, I
right
sort
along
of know.
Lake Michigan there. Like
Okay, yeah,
if you look at Chicago and you just literally go north, you'll run into Milwaukee after a couple of hours.
you'll
Um,
run into Milwaukee.
you get like a little bit of rural country road, but mostly it's just you're driving up along Lake Michigan there, and you just eventually it'll run right into Milwaukee. Stay on the same road. I am not fucking joking. That's how the road
Fuck.
systems work over here. But
Yeah.
GNR's headlining Summerfest up there, and I got a promotional email saying that Slash is playing there too.
Really?
But it said Slash and Duff. That's why I'm a little like, wait a minute. It said
What?
Slash and Duff, but like separate promotions, like Slash at Summerfest Milwaukee, Duff at Summerfest Milwaukee. But
What?
it didn't say
Weird. Okay.
Slash, Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators or Duff McKagan's Loaded or anything like that. Just so my guess is maybe they're trying to. Hey, GNR's headlining, but Slash is going to be there. Maybe one of those deals. I don't fucking know.
But was it like from? Yeah, weird. Was it from like Slash's newsletter or something?
No, it would have been. Um, Let me just Slash
Because like
Summerfest. Let's see.
if it was from Slash's newsletter or like Duff's newsletter, then I guess that it would make sense for them to promote the
Yeah.
GNR.
Okay. Let's see. Summerfest lineup: Green Day, Fall Out Boy. It's in Milwaukee, Stapleton, Guns N' Roses. Yeah, festival stage headliners. Yeah, I'm not.
Because I always feel like, I've felt this way since the reunion started. And I know maybe it's not since GNR plays for like 3 fucking hours, but
All
I
right,
would find it so cool to have the Conspirators open for GNR. I
dude,
would
that
think
would
that
be
would be
fucking
so
sick.
fucking sick.
bring bring Axel out so we can quit.
Yeah.
We quit getting these stupid fucking videos of Miles versus Axel.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, yeah, it was just promoting, kind of drawing more tickets for GNR, but yeah, I'm seeing them there at a festival. I'm going, well, I think I'm going to go to that festival. It's not till September 18th, so I still have time to decide on that one, but Minneapolis at Target Field, I'm seeing them there. I got a pit ticket for $250.
That's
a pit ticket
fucking
to
great.
a stadium show for $250.
When is that show?
July 21st, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's either the 16th or the 21st.
I'm stoked for the tour to start up again. Like, we need something.
All cautions made. Oh, fuck, Universal's gonna come after me for that
one. But I feel like I just want shows to start up again. Period. But like, I really miss like the show threads and stuff. Even if every reply is just bagging on something.
Axel.
Yeah, Axel mostly.
Tortoise's core punch.
Or the set list. Hey, by the way, what do you think? This is interesting. So the set list. Right. Do you think there will be any additions for the new?
I think we're gonna hear Hard School. They sound.
I think
they sound checked it for like Mexico City, didn't they?
Yeah, and apparently they also sound checked it for the Palladium show in 2019, but that's unconfirmed, but sort of confirmed. Like, we don't have any recordings of it, but some like pretty respectable members of the forums and stuff heard it. So
I think we're gonna hear it. They sound checked it, and my guess is we would have heard it had the 2020 tour the one that's happening this summer. Had COVID not happened, I think we would have heard it.
Yeah.
We were also talking about me and Russ were talking about on Thursday about how like what was it that he said? He said I think I'm not going to put words in his mouth. It was somebody, all right, maybe not Russ, but somebody, about how COVID was just another fucking excuse for them not to release something.
Yeah, definitely.
And which I know is bullshit because these bands still put out records.
Yeah.
During COVID.
And also, like, if you've been on socials at all these last couple of days, it's pretty clear that Slash and Miles and the gang are starting up again, because they've been.
Yeah, did you see some of those song titles? Or is that the same?
Yeah, some song titles, and also there is I think like at least Todd Kearns and Slash posted pictures from what seemed to be to me it looked like a music video recording slash a like live concert, like
that's
pre-recorded thing.
That's what I saw. Were they in like some dingy ass building? And
yeah, it looked like a warehouse with a rusty stage on it.
Yeah, because that's what I saw. I thought Slash was being a fucking cheapskate and wouldn't spring for an actual space that's like nice and carpeted and treated and all that. No, we're just gonna.
But I thought the conspirators also rehearsed at like Mates.
You're not gonna get a dollar of my fucking $200 million in tour money.
I don't know. So I think the conspirators are starting up again, which I must admit I look forward to, because I really like Slash.
I do.
And the conspirators.
All right, I'm into Miles on Slash material, except for Apocalyptic Love. I just wasn't a fan of his voice.
Yeah, me neither.
I think even Miles came out and was just like, yeah, I was too nasal on that record, and
yeah, and he was.
But yeah, no, I'm stoked for it too.
But I feel like I'm really stoked for it. I really want because I like living the dream. I not as much as I like World on Fire
World on
because I
Fire
feel like
was.
that's their best record in my
That
opinion.
wouldn't surprise me if that's where this band peaks too.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty uh,
I mean, maybe not
confident with
though.
that.
Maybe it was just some. Maybe I don't. Living the Dream. It was good. Like I remember, Great Pretender. That
Yeah,
song. Yeah, I remember saying on the forum when the record came out that imagine what Axel would have done with that instrumental though.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Damn, I
Or
haven't
like
even
with
thought about that.
Driving Rain, what Axel would have done with that shit. Like, oh my
Yeah,
fucking god.
I saw the Great Pretender live when I saw him
Oh
in 2018. It must have been,
yeah, that would
I
have been because
guess.
they
Yeah,
toured Europe first for that record.
yeah,
Um,
February
Dude,
2018.
I
Great
drove
show.
all the way across Iowa, so like a 4.5 hour drive to go see Slash. I left my fucking ticket at home.
Yeah, I remember that.
I got like
Man, that must have
4 hours
sucked so
later. Four
bad.
hours later, I was like, all right. It like I got there early too because I wanted to be like right up front. So I was gonna go, dig around the city for a few hours and then go to the show. But
Yeah,
I get there and like one of the first things I do, like, make sure the ticket's still there. I'm like, oh my god, I left it at home.
fuck. You didn't have like digital tickets either.
Nope, because I mail ordered it. Because I do that, I like to keep the tickets, so I order them in the mail. So hopefully this shit doesn't happen with the next one. But
Yeah, I used to do that as well, but it's so damn fucking convenient to have it in your phone. Like I
yeah,
always print it out as well, just like in case of, I guess, emergency,
emergency.
like
Yeah.
yeah, battery damage or like if I drop my phone or like whatever. But yeah, no, I can't imagine that. I would be bummed out.
Oh. All
But
right.
but I but I think I guess just gotta say that I'm really stoked for the conspiracy record and stuff, but I feel like that says something about the state of GNR that I don't wanna think about, to be honest.
Oh no, it definitely does.
Yeah,
It. I hate how it's like a death warrant for the possibility of new guns material for at least a couple of years when we see that Slash. Ever since 2016, when we see like Slash is back with the conspirators, we're like, oh no, Jude, no, fucking no guns
no,
record this year.
yeah, and also like I mean, this is so stupid of me, but I was actually starting to believe the whole the pandemic. We want to tour a new record, so we're gonna release it like in the fall,
Right,
like I guess sort of like what Slash said and like sort
right,
of what Fernando said if you read between the lines. But
yeah.
see what I did there, by the way. Speaking of the conspirators, but yeah, no,
Not a fan of
that's
that
not gonna
song, by
happen.
the way.
I like it. It's stupid, but I like
I
it.
thought it was just some weird filler song.
Yeah, it has sort of it has a dirty girl quality,
Yeah,
like the because Dirty Girl is the worst song on World on Fire, I
I
think.
actually really liked that one. I thought well, maybe not unpopular, I don't know. I thought Iris of the Storm was the worst one on that record for me.
It's okay. It's okay. It does the job, I guess.
Dude, Beyond the Savage Sun. The solo. The
Great
last
solo.
the last solo on. Yeah, so like it comes you got the first solo, then it goes into a breakdown, the one that comes out of the one coming out of the breakdown. And
Yeah,
he just starts fucking wailing, yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, what a
really good.
record. That was cool too. How he did that documentary as they were making the record. He put out episodes about we're doing guitars and this is the vocal and the real to
Yeah,
real thing.
yeah, that was really cool. I really like that.
they they just need to do that. They should have documented Chinese and no matter what, just do a fucking
They'd have to go from like recording on VHS to recording on DVD to recording on digital for that to be for that
fucking do that. Yeah, they have to record it. Now we're recording on digital because it's 2007.
Yeah.
And it's all just Axel sitting there playing with synthesizers. That's all it is. Yeah, it's been done for like 5 years now. I'm mad at the label, so we're not gonna.
Yeah.
That's what he's been doing since '93. Just every possible combination of every possible mix, and like
trying out every
just, like,
single.
yeah, he's like, all right, now we're gonna try to mix it like the Beatles mix their records. Okay, now we're gonna try it like the way Slipknot mixed their record. Okay, now we're gonna try like Van Halen. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Like, Eye on You, remember that shit?
Yeah.
That was funny when the forum though was joking about the Mac Daddy. They just kept.
I like that one. So fucking stupid. That's the weirdest thing. That was so weird. I remember when that leaked and everyone was like, "Is that what? What is this? Is he saying
the Mac Daddy? Like what?"
Yeah, it's definitely Mac Daddy.
Bro. All right, everybody. Johan Pedersen. I totally botched
Perfect.
that. Appreciate you
Perfect
coming on.
pronunciation. Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was
Yeah,
great. Great talking to you again.
Definitely. Likewise. All right. See ya, man.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.